Alright. This is going to be a 90% glitchless early space route guide. So, I'm going to walk you through what to do if you want to run early space route. So, early space route consists of going to Franny to get the space jump, and then going back to Artaria to get the screw attack, and then going to Gravity Suit to not avoid frozen Artaria. So, when you get past the save room, this is where the routes really diverge and stuff. So let's say you're falling down here. Let me kill this enemy first because it's really annoying. So you're falling down here, right? Then you'll want to do 1, 2, 3. And you'll want to wall kick 1. Okay, that's not what we intended. 1, 2, 3. And then you'll get into the other room. Then grapple up and kill the Enkies. Instead of going through this door for Frozen Artaria route or F1, you go through here and you kill the Enki. You go straight to the tram. And you just speed boost. That's all you do. So yeah, we are playing on a Switch 2, of course, because that's the console I'm going to be using. I should have been doing this on Switch 1 this entire time because of an input display, but oh well, I can try to explain. You'll want to then do an Insta-Spark. Did I just do the frame version? Oh yeah, so apparently... So, alright, before I get distracted, my bad. So, there's two options. You can speed boost, and you can insta-spark by doing a quarter circle on the controller. You want to do a down to right motion for the quarter circle. That's not how you do that. So see how she just does that? She just lands and then insta-sparks? That is because, apparently by doing that quarter circle motion from down to right, you have to do a very quick down to quarter circle right. I'm trying to do the free aim version. Okay, so my understanding is you just press free aim and then let go of it rapidly. Anyway, less messing around and more back to the tutorial. So yeah, basically you want to insta-spark and then jump to keep your speed. Store here, flash, shoot down, and then ball spark. Just run the door, store here, like I said. Do everything here, and then ball spark. And then, ideally, you should be able to kill that before it passes through. Then I'm going to teach you Glitchless early space. I'm going to do a better job on this tutorial rather than what I've done. I'm going to do the trick and then we're going to break it down. That's Glitchless early space. So, how to do this trick. First step, hang off this ledge. Rather than do a coyote jump from the ledge, hang off this ledge. Then you'll want to do a mid-air morph. Lay a bomb after the peak of your jump, because laying a bomb right there will break the block. Then you'll want to then respin and wall jump. And then you'll want to be on this ledge. Then you'll want to turn around, immediately do a coyote jump into a midair morph, lay a bomb, and then unmorph and wall jump. And then stay right there. And then for the third and final movement of this trick, you'll want to coyote jump and then wall jump like right there. And then you'll want to lay a bomb. And that, just because that bomb looks far away doesn't, so that bomb is actually going to hit the block a little lower and it doesn't. So you want to actually be pretty good with your bomb. And then after you land on the ledge, you want to do a third and final coyote jump and doing a wall jump, and though you should be landing on the bomb block. That's how you do this trick. Common points of failures. You don't lay your bombs high enough. Or you keep spamming retries. Spamming retries doesn't work with this trick. If you fail one of the bomb blocks, you have to wait. Trying to respam retries is not gonna work for this. It doesn't work for Atom Skip, it doesn't work for this. What else is a common point of failure? I'm trying to think about the common points of failure with this trick. So, not trying to also do that's not gonna work. Then you want to do coyote jumps off. In general, this is a very, very, very tight movement trick. Slipping, remember, you have to, like, when you're doing your runs, you have to, like, lock in, and you have to not slip on your movement. What I'm saying is you miss a coyote jump like that, or you fall down all the way here, which is super bad. Anyway, don't do any of those. Those are the biggest common points of failure. The biggest point of failure for this trick is going too fast. You need to be precise and you need to be accurate with your movements, not, I'm gonna go fast and I'm gonna try to be speedrunner. No, this is not how this works. So yeah, so that's the common point of failure. You don't unmorph. You don't unmorph, so you have to wait for the bomb block like what I just did there. Anyway, that's the trick. So now we want to grab the Missile Plus tank and grab Space Jump as well. Wouldn't be allowed for low percent because you can't, because in 0% you have to grab the Missile Tank and that's just not allowed. So you grab Space Jump, right? And then hold a charge and then unmorph respin. You want to do for this room. After you get off the chosen statue, do a flash, slide, and then you kind of just want to morph, and then you just want to respin to avoid all the platforms, and then hold a charge, kill all these bugs. Then freeze. Then freeze the claw enemy. Freeze that. Freeze the claw enemy, so that way it's a platform for you. And then you'll want to either be deboosted off the flamethrower, or you'll want to do a flash or a couple space jumps if you're below the water line. Unmorph and shoot to break these blocks, so that way you glitch grab, shoot down, and then you want to do 1, 2, while you want to shoot, and then you want to like flash it. It's super complicated. Kind of want to like piano grip A and then shoot. That's kind of how you want to do it. You want to shoot down and then do a slide respin. Hold the grapple block. 2. And then you'll want to be right here. Then flash rather than walk because the wide beam box is out of the way this time rather than the first time we came here. 1, 2, then respin. Then try to minimize your jumps here. Open the door with your beam. Then you'll want to, you either can run forward, speed boost, or you can instant spark. Like, I'll show you. I'll show then tell. You can kind of do that, but you want to do the quarter circle motion. So when you shoot the door holding a charge, or you can spam turbo beams here, it's fine. You want to pass through the save room, and then you want to do an insta spark. I failed it here. The point is the insta spark should be quick, down to right, and then you want to store up. Open this door. Flash, respin, and then spin fall. Then there's a speed heap you can do here, but I don't know how to do it, so we're not doing it. 2. Wait, I wonder if I just occurred to me. You spin fall here. That's interesting. So that's just something I just occurred to me. So we're gonna go over it. If you do one flash and then a slide respin, she bonks way less, or the flash is faster. I actually don't know. This just occurred to me. So we're just gonna do a little bit of experimentation here, right, chat? So one of them walk and then do 2 flashes. Basically, when you do that, you want to kill this enemy and then done 1, 2, 3. Do not shine spark down here as it's slower. Morphing and then falling is faster. Just do a flash chain here, spin fall. Dash melee off of here to avoid getting sprayed by the little enemies. 1, 2, 3. Okay, when you get to this room, you want to do 2 flashes and then destroy the missile block. And then, or you can do 1 flash if you're uncomfortable with, or if you're not using turbo, you can just do 1 flash and then you can start speed boosting and then space jump up. There's no reason to shine spark. Now for the cold run. No, you only need 99 energy to do this. This is safe with 2 tanks. This is safe with 0 tanks. However, you gotta be quick. 1, 2, 3 to get past the door. then morph and fire an angled shot to kill this blob. Like that. That is the angle you want. And then that will destroy the first shot of the blob. And then you want to just do a quick charge. Now here's for water space jump. So, the point of this trick is to get up to this ledge where I'm shooting at. This ledge right here. Basically, we are trying to use these ledges to gain unintended height. These ledges, apparently, if you rub against them, they'll allow you to gain extra height with your space jump. So you can do this infinitely. What I like to do is do the first few and then go to this ledge, and then I like to do 4 sets of water space jumps. Actually, no, it's 2 sets of water space jumps. And then I like to make it up to this ledge. Or you can just ride the staircase. I'll show you the easier and then I'll show you the harder. So, if you're too close, I think, if you're too close to the ledge, you're going to lose height. No. I actually don't know. Oh yeah, something just occurred to me. You want to be holding the B button. If you don't hold... If you spam B, you're going to be falling off. You're not going to be gaining any height. Alright, anyway, what I was saying about water space jump is, do not spam the B button. It's going to cause you to fall off and lose a lot of unintended height. Stuff. You want to be holding B. Holding B is what allows you to gain height. That is riding the staircase. It is a lot easier to only do like a few, and then you'll want to do the rest. And that is water space jump. Basically, hold B and then rub against the corner. That's how you do water space jump. Because we can't water bomb jump and go through this hole, we have to do this first. Kill this blob and then start charging a speed. Alright, so in case you don't charge speed and you fall through this hole, you can actually unmorph from this tunnel and you can actually make it out. If you press Yell and B, you'll actually make it out of the tunnel. Let's say you do shore the shine spark. Here's what we're going to do. You automatically hold right to hold one. And then you angle spark to grab the sledge. Then we have screw attack. This is the whole point of coming to Artari, to get this item. 2, 3. And then spark like right here. Or if you don't want to do the spark, lay a bomb above the water. Or you can lay it right on the water line. Wait. Basically, the common points of failure for this is you're not quick enough. I'm gonna show it anyways. Common points of failure. So, you're simply not fast enough. You need to be faster, because if you're too slow, you're fast enough. Basically, you need to be able to hit the bomb. And you need to stay morphed, like, a lot longer. Waterline doesn't matter nearly as much. Then you want to flash like that, and then you want to do another water space jump. You have two options for traversing this room. Start a speed boost like this. Basically land right here. Or what you can do instead is you can just do space jumps like that. Your space jump timing has to be particular. I'm gonna use a water bomb jump to get out of here. Basically, you cannot touch the slopes at all, because if you touch the slopes, you'll start sliding, and then... yeah. Three. Okay, that's strategy for this room. Right? The strategy. When you get to this room, shoot the door. Walk, shoot the door. And then you want to start holding a charge and then tapping the flash shift button. Because then she'll be right here, and then that way you can get a charge going. And then when you walk, you can use a second charge to grab the ledge. And then go to the red teleporter. Room is straightforward. Kill the blob, flash, and then do a couple space jumps to break the block with your screw attack. There's a way to get deboosted off the fly, but it's so inconsistent it's effectively random. Then we want to go to orange. Because going to orange will get us to green, and green will get us to... charge and grab this final missile pack. Slide, break these blocks. Slide again. Slide and repeat. Alright, there's a strat you can do here. So, I want to slide, kill this Enki, and then basically... actually, I'll just reload checkpoint to show it, and then if I can't get it in a timely manner, we're just going to, like, show you something else you can do. I used to be able to actually just like kill the Enki and do 2 air flashes to emit our morph. Then this is where the fun begins. This strat is fun. So you want to respin and then do 2 flashes. Then you want to water space jump across. Basically, those 2 screw blocks are normally there. When you respin, you'll want to flash midair, and then you'll want to spin. Because that's faster than just getting a Shine Spark, right? Okay, so I got distracted by looking at Discord, so basically it. That's all you need to know for this, for green. Normally the map wouldn't be there as well. Slide more, slide, slide, and slide. Kill the Enkis, just spinball and kill the Enkis. And you want to land right here. Landing right here. We're going to teach you something really simple today. So, you want to do 1 flash and then a melee. And that puts you the perfect distance to store break the block. I'm gonna show it in depth. I love this strat. Ever since I learned this from Centaura, this is like the coolest thing ever. I learned this from watching Sat, right? Like, literally, you're under this block. Shoot the door. And then you want to do a flash. You want to do a flash, and then you want to do a melee. This puts her right here. And then you want to start speed boosting. I'll show it again. Basically, as you can see, I broke the block, but I broke the blocks, but I didn't actually get a Shine Spark stored. That's Gravity Puzzle. It's pretty straightforward. You don't need this Missile Plus tank. But yeah. Anyway, back to the puzzle. Shoot the door first, flash shift, and then melee. And then she'll be right here. Then immediately turn around and then just store, like I had explained before. Again, super simple trick, super simple, straightforward. And then shoot down, or you can respin with screw attack. Shoot down or do that. And then you'll want to insta-spark, and then you want to do gravity puzzle like normal. Instead of just storing your spark like on the slope, you want to then do 1 and 2. And then you'll want to respin, and then melee spark. Or you can spin and then do a shine spark there. And then you'll want to respin to break the screw attack block. Instead of just shooting it, and then shoot straight down. Do not ball hop here. If you ball hop, you won't auto grab the tunnel. If you don't ball hop, then you'll grab the tunnel. Now you really want to utilize quick charges. I personally think they're easier underwater than on ground, but that could just be me. And then morph and fall. Then ball hop here, because ball hopping is much faster than jumping underwater. Then grab the gravity suit. Then you want to walk and then just do a spin fall. Store like right here and then do a flash to fly straight up. Grab this missile plus tank if you want. You don't need it, especially with 20Hz turbo and weaving being literally legal, so utilize that. So yeah, you should have 1662 missiles here. And then for the bot, slide and shoot both of them. There's not much to explain here. You can just shred them. So one thing I will explain though. Basically, if you stay far on the platform, you can manipulate both of them to staying on the platform. Basically, when they attack, when you're in contact with them, constantly slide into them to maintain consistency. What am I trying to explain here? Just stay right there, and then once it starts attacking you, just slide into it, because when you take contact damage, it's much lower than taking like a melee attack or a bullet or a red melee. This fight is super straightforward, and basically the manip is super easy to do. Now that you've escaped with your gravity suit, we are going to go fight Golzuna to get the crossbow. Not how you do this, but we're trying that again. Alright, so flash, slide, and then flash. Basically, when you slide, you're able to get another flash shift in. So that's what I did there. do. Move so fast. So basically, you flash, then it's hard to see because of the door changing, but then you slide, and then you can do another flash. Then you'll just want to space jump up, because that's faster than shiny sparking. Not how you do that room. So you want to start and then speed boost on the sledge. Okay, we're gonna teach the harder Galzuna kill first. Okay, I just low-key did it. I'm gonna cover both. I meant to do Ball Spark kill first, but we did the faster one that saves like 3 seconds. This is what you want to do. Alright, so my mic disconnected for a second. So, alright, I completely spaced out. So, when you get in the room, kill the Musby with a charge shot or turbo beams. Then immediately start firing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then on the 5th Ice Missile, go. This is rather to auto time when you Shine Spark, because you will Shine Spark and land right there. And then you can Insta Spark the Musby. And then, once you Insta Spark the Musby, the Goliath, my bad. Then you have Galzuna. You have enough time to charge a speed booster by the time he forms. Your spark is stored. Then you want to slide under and then go and perform a ball spark. This will put you outside right there. Then you want to go right there on this background cue. See the red plant by Galzuna? See the little red plant? Like, I don't know. That's basically by Samus. That's when you want to turn and then start speed boosting. Then store, and then do a wall jump or space jumps, and then you'll want to Instant Spark. And then you want to flash back. And then you want to start speed boosting. And then you want to store down and then kill the Koroks with a Shine Spark. I'm actually not sure how to time this, but ideally you want to kill the Goliath as it's forming. That's what you want to do here. I'm not super great. When do I go here? Count 1, 2, 3, 4. I get positioned farther. And then assuming you can get the Musby killed by the time it forms, you want to stand there and then charge a Shine Spark into Galzuna. and then you want to flash and then tank the hit. Then you want to start moving and then turning around while you have the iframes. And then you want to store. And then you want to just shine spark it. And then use an ice missile straight forward, so that way you can just have the Korax go up rather than in front of you. And then you want to store a shiny spark to instantly kill it. I'm gonna try something. Actually, I'll try it later. Slide. So, you saw me lay 4 bombs there. This is to make cross bombs work. Because if you don't lay 4 bombs, cross bombs will not randomly work. There's that. That's the last time we're going to gab. There's Hanubia. There's not much to Hanubia other than fighting a couple bosses. Alright, so we're in Hanubia. So do the same thing here and do an Insta Spark, except I'm not very good at this one. Lay across from here to get boosted, and then lay a bomb. Don't grab this missile tank by any means necessary, it's bad. Then lay across one to kill it, then lay more cross bombs, and then pull the grapple block. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to go to Frenia for the final stretch. Alright, we're in Frenia. So, slide, then damage flash, and then 1, 2, 3, do a spin. Alright, we're gonna just pause this recording for a second. Alright, anyways, I forgot what I was saying. So get down here, do 2 flash shifts, and then do 2 more, and then actually I'm gonna reload the checkpoint to see how to actually do this room. So that's how you do this room. Alright, here's how you do this room. Slide off of here, then flash damage chain, and then spin fall, and then you'll want to be right there. Do 2 flashes, and then jump, and then 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. You're supposed to melee off of there. Like that. And 1, 2, 3. You want to flash right there. Like right there. Like right there, yes. Then you want to spin, and then you want to do a melee. Then you'll want to speed boost. Then I'll show you how to deal with the battle RNG on this section. You want to rub against this corner, and then you'll want to keep speed boosting, ideally. I just got caught. So yes, I'm going to show you how to do the room. So jump against this corner to avoid getting caught by the enemies. Stuff. Not much to that room. I should go over how to actually do this room, assuming you keep your speed. So as soon as you enter this door transition, jump, and then do another space jump, and then just do wall jumps. You want to do a mirror more. You want to do a flash, and then you want to just move around here by doing some space jumps. And then you want to do 2 flashes to a minute or more, and then you'll want to be in the hole. Two, 1. Leave around here, then metamorph around here. Then do 1, 2, spin. Slide, respin instead of doing a flash. Alright, room very complicated. Alright, so this room is very cool. So shoot the blocks and then do a slide into a respin to break the blocks with your screw attack. And then you want to do a flash and then shoot the blocks again. And kill the idor. I will teach you how to do SQ. That's one version to do SQ. I'll reload the checkpoint just so that way I can show SQ ideally. I'm not doing it right. The crossbone version is like super hard for me and stuff. Ideally, you're supposed to like be on top of SQ. Like some of the stuff takes me a few tries because I'm like resting, or because if you have space jump, you don't even need to do the crossbow method. That's what you want to do. Alright, here's what you do. Alright, here's what you do. So, you want to... By the time SU swoops for the second time, lay the cross bomb. Okay, that's the bad one. See if I can find the good one. What is going on here? So when you spark and lay a cross bomb for the second time, SQ swoops like 1, 2, and shine spark in midair. Then flash over and then just spin into him constantly. And then spin him 6 screws total. 5 you want to spin, and then the 6th one you'll want to like go towards SQ. And then for the Corax, you want to do 1, 2, and then so that way what I just did there, 1, 2. So that way you double hit him. And that way, you don't have to do 3 cycles compared to 2. And then you screw attack him for the last time. And then we have storm missiles. I'm going to show how to do that room. There's flash damage there. Then charge your storm missiles. 1, 2. Do the same movements except grapple. Same idea as the same idea as the twin bots in Varenia. So the same idea as the twin bots in Brenia, right? You keep on the platform to manip both of them and to spraying them at the same time. Don't want to delete the file. So when you're here at the visual cue where Samus is, that's when you want to turn around and start speed boosting. If you go any further, you'll get hit, or you'll have to dash melee it. Just turn around instantly, and turn around earlier than you might think. Because if you turn around earlier than you might think, you'll be able to get a speed boost. Again, don't use storm missiles here, they're slow. What you want to do is spark in midair, and then spray them with your beam. Then they both die. 3. And then what you want to do is flash over here. I see a lot of people just slide like that. That's slow. You want to flash, and then you want to lay a cross bomb. Shoot that, and then do a couple flashes. Assuming you're fast enough, you won't get hit by these little Ferenia flies or whatever they're called. 1, 2. Then do a respin into a charge beam, and then lay a cross bomb. And then ideally, Okay, let me kill these enemies and then sword mini demonstrate. Then you want to get boosted by the cross bomb. Like, you want to do that. That's ideal. And then for the last 2 blocks, you want to just lay another cross bomb. And then do a space jump and then press free aim. Then start charging out your storm missiles. Do a flash, just space jump above this room. Walk. That's what you want to do. So, shoot your charge beam up. It will break this blob, and then shoot another charge beam. And then you'll want to fire another charge beam, and then you'll want to fire another one. For some reason I don't flash in this room. And then just start charging a speed booster. Then immediate insta spark core. Then kill with screw attack. Take a step forward, spam your Omega Beam, and then kill the door. Wanted to take a step further than that, but oh well. Then slide through, lay across them, and then, yeah. I'm gonna show multiple versions of the wave ending plant kill, and then that's not what you wanted to do there. I'm just gonna take the death. Several. I'm going to now show I'm going to try to show the hardest, and then I'm going to show most advanced to easiest. The whole reason I'm not actually killing their face plates is because I don't want to actually, like, do the kills and then not show them. Okay, so ideally there, I wanted to hit all the shots. So for that kill, for that version of the kill, you can only miss 2 shots. Non-turbo Mega Stream. What you wanted to do there was actually jump over. I'll see if I can do the fail again, and then I can... That's interesting. So I got swooped. So ideally, you wanted to like. Okay, what's the right word I'm looking for? Ideally, you wanted to be farther away. I want to see if I can get it once. Oh, that's not good. You need to have like really good aim for this kill. Alright. That's why I don't do this kill and runs. Alright, this is taking a while. This is my bad. All you gotta do here is just track the faceplate. That's all there is to this kill. It's entirely glitchless. So ideally, that's what you wanted it to do. Basically, do what I'm doing, but miss a lot less shots. This is what I have shown is what exactly can go wrong. You just gotta track the faceplate. That's all there is to this kill. That's the whole idea. So if you find yourself missing too many shots, you can just jump over. Now I'm going to show the Now I'm going to show the standard kill. The very easy, beginner friendly, whatever you do, thing that's very easy to do. So you want to lay across and kill this wide beam block. You want to wait for the enemy and lay a cross bomb. And then you want to spam your Omega Beam. You want to flash. And then do that. I should have taken a video first. Oh well. Actually, we're going to go digging through my files to see if I can find a successful wave enemy plant kill. Okay, I disconnected briefly. Cool. I know it's down here somewhere. This is perfect. Okay, this is perfect. So, this took a bit to find, but we found it. So, go down here, lay a cross bomb, kill the wide beam box, then lay a cross bomb, then immediately start basically track the faceplate, same principle as before, but you can miss a lot more shots than both kills combined. Now for the hardest, fastest one. So, when you mash out Omega Stream in this game, the first shot is always the most powerful. So repeated shots in the first shot basically means that you can just keep getting an overpowered Omega Cannon. And there's that. That's the principle of wave enemy kill. If you choose to do the very simple standard beginner friendly kill, you wanna just kill the blob, or you can do 3 flash shifts, or you can do a speed keep here. I'll now show you what you do if you choose to do the wave enemy plant kill. So you're probably gonna be right here or right here. As soon as you exit the morph tunnel, just do a flash and then just do a double jump or space jump. You'll want to do a flash here, and then you'll want to start speed boosting. Alright, I'm not doing it very well. So you're supposed to maintain speed like that. So you're supposed to get speed, you're supposed to hit our morph, and then you're supposed to unmorph, wall jump here, rub against the sledge, wall jump, and then she should go flying, and then do a couple space jumps, and then you should keep speed, and then shoot the door, obviously. Wait, I forgot to explain the other movement section, my bad. Hold on. Flash shift, and then you want to then space jump and basically shoot the blob like that, and then you want to do 2 space jumps, and then 1, 2, and then 3, then a third flash shift. Then you're supposed to get on the elevator. Basically, I'm super tired right now, so I may not explain things super well, but basically do a speed boost, and then do a metamorph into this tunnel. And 1, 2, and then metamorph into this tunnel. I'm just gonna show and then tell the room, because I cannot think today. Or you can just grab the ledge if you want. That's how you do that room. Perfect. So basically, they are more like that, and then you'll fit perfectly into the tunnel. And then you want to mirror morph into here. Then there's that. That's how you do that room. Got stuck by the thing. Now for Powerbomb Warrior. Start holding your storm missiles when you get to this room. Deplete his health. Spam beams. If you have turbo, you can just spam beams, and I like to just do one storm missile lock. So I like to do. Sometimes it's fine to do 2 here, so that way you don't get hit. And then you like jump over him, and then I like to free him over my shoulder if using turbo. If not, just jump, flash, and dodge. 1, 2, 3. Then I fire the 3 storm missiles to do a massive amount of damage, and then I spray my beam. Then I wait for 3 storm missiles after that when he's doing the scream at you phase. And then you spray the beam and he dies in 2 seconds. Then we have power bombs. Play a powerbomb before you get to the end of the room transition. And then that way the powerbomb blocks will be destroyed. Then you want to mid-air morph to lay another powerbomb. So what you want to do before the powerbomb goes off, shoots the robot so that way you get powerbomb. Because if the powerbomb destroys the robot, it will not drop powerbomb. Then assuming you get 2 powerbombs, lay a powerbomb here, and then space jump up. I'll go over penthouse keep. Alright, here's how penthouse keep. Start here, and then you shoot your beams down. So you can do a charge shot or turbo beams here. It's fine, whatever. You can jump. Then you'll keep your speed here. And then you'll do a charge shot or turbo beams. And then you'll morph. And you'll keep running. And then store here to lay a power bomb. Or you want to do 2 air flashes to avoid the robot. Then do 2 jump, 3, and then dash melee. So you want to start the fight by firing a few beams, and then start charging your missiles. And then you want to fire them, and then fire more beams. And then fire another set of storm missiles. By the time you're finished shooting, you'll phase him to phase 2. Believe phase 2 has 23,000 HP and phase 1 has 17,000. Then you want to charge your storm missiles. Then you want to spray beam the same concept. Then you want to parry him afterwards. Alright, so now we're in Iterash. Do 1 flash shift, and then 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then slide and lay a power bomb. And then do a flash. Now, it's where things get interesting. I'll show you very basic Raven Beak, and then I'll show you very advanced Raven Beak. Note, this fight is significantly sped up with missile weaving. Stuff.
Uploading data.
Just gave me very good RNG there. Alright, so first thing you'll want to do.
Uploading data.
So, charge and fire 2 ice missiles, lay a cross bomb. If he gives you this attack right here, fire a 3rd ice missile. That will immediately get him to red wave. My bad. Start charging your storm missiles, do 1, 2, and then immediately mash or fire turbo. So, for gold skip, to do it without any storm missile locks, you need to mash 16.5 times a second. That's very fast. Some people can't do that, so what some people will do is do storm missile locks. So, when you fire a storm missile lock, it reduces damage. 1 storm missile lock means you have to mash at 12.6, and 2 means 11.5. So in this case, I didn't need any locks, but wanted to demonstrate how it worked. And then there's that. I'm gonna show 9 plus 1. Not basically. I'm now also gonna show the bad RNG and how to handle the bad RNG. It didn't give it to me. It's great. Okay, so if he gives you a heat wave for phase 1, you just want to lay a bunch of cross bombs and ice missile. That's all you gotta do. So see how my counter's at 53 for my missiles? That's because That's because I have 9 missile on me. For 9+1, you have to wait. Then, after that, you fire 10 ice missiles. That's how many missiles it takes. And then you want to flash him and just fire 3 ice missiles because it actually carries over to the next phase. And immediately flash to go to the left wall. Because if you go to the left wall, he won't ever do the stomp attack. He'll do every other attack but the stomp attack. Then you need 60 ice missiles here. For phase 2, what you really want is a Gatling. For phase 2, you need a Gatling. So here's the thing about phase 2. 2 Gatlings will finish phase 2 instantly. It will delete the boss's health. Ravenbeak has 46,000 HP. Gold Skip does 2,000, so 44,000. And it does even a little more when you do the weaving and ice missiles and the flash shift. So 2 Gatlings will finish the fight on phase 2. Regardless, you immediately flash back and head to the left wall. And when I say finish the fight, that's just for the weaving version. That's the ice missile version. The ice missile version, you still want a Gatling, but it will take double as long. So I just got a sun. I'm going to kill the sun. So if he gives you hyper cannon, slide, take the hit, and then keep laying cross bumps and ice. And then you wanted to hit. No, you don't want to take that counter here. Flash back to stop him from doing the karate attack. Lay another sun. Go. And that's how you ideally do that fight. So ice missiles out DPS the sun. Ice missiles out DPS the counter. That's my bad. So that's what you do there. Now I'm going to show you phase 2 with weaving. The same idea can be done with 12, 16, and 20 Hz turbos. So, here's the thing about beams. Beams, 48 damage per shot. Okay, my mic keeps disconnecting. So, here's the thing about beams. So, beams are 20% effective against Ravenbeak. It's why you do not spam ice missiles on phase 1, because ice missiles will do 64 damage. However, if you're firing your beam at 20 Hz, it's actually greater DPS than ice missiles, which is why weaving is super effective. You do around 1664 DPS with ice missiles and stuff. So yeah, you hold down the shoot button, then yeah. So if he gives you black hole, get near it so it boosts you behind Ravenbeak. And then if you're really fast, you don't have to kill the sun. That was a fast fight. So that's what you do for Ravenbeak. So basically, there's that. What else do we need to cover? That's pretty much it. So 9+1, we went over that. What else am I missing? So trying to think here. Well, basically, if you're weaving, you want 2 Gatlings. If you're weaving, you want hyper cannons. You still want hyper cannons because it doesn't interrupt your DPS, and you can just keep attacking Ravenbeak. So yeah, we're gonna count to 5, maybe. Not sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 steps, and then charge your hyper beam. Then that's RBX. Pretty simple fight, straightforward. I'm gonna show and then tell the first part of Escape. Okay. So, instead of shine sparking like in all bosses, basically at some point you want to start space jumping, and then you'll get here. Then you want to hold the shoot button. Or, ideally you want to be on the ground sooner, but I don't know why I do it that way. I just always done it that way. Slide and then basically what you want to do with ledge grab there, but I am in a bad habit of not ledge grabbing there. And then you'll want to, after charging speed, you want to mid-arm morph, and then you want to go in the hole. Then you want to land powerbomb in this tunnel. That will clear all the balls. Then what you want to do is use the hyper beam and then go down like that. Dash melee off of here, dash melee, spin fall, do another spin fall. Just tell you where to do movement. I try to do arc spark. I'm not very good at it. I haven't really done it before. Anyway, what you do here, you go down here and then you just like spin fall. You want to melee. You want to melee off these. You want to melee off these blocks. If I can actually melee, then you want to space jump up, dash melee through the crumbles like. A lot later. Then do a slide 3-spin. Do a mid-air spark here. Just instant spark here. And then let go of the control stick. And then there you have it. That's it. That's the game. Feel like I made the tutorial well enough so that way it's easy to understand, but not like 50 hours. So yeah, that's it for 90% Glitchless. Early space. So, hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Hopefully this is in depth. Let me know in the comments that you have any questions about anything. I will answer them. So yeah. So there's that. Don't need to watch the staff credits. But yeah, that's it. That's my tutorial. So, after I finish this, I will upload this to YouTube, and I will upload a bunch of other stuff. Yeah, that's it. Have a great day, everyone, and see you on the next one.